Okay, let's try this out. Do I got everything working? Seems like every time I restart my computer, things get messed up. And I've got sound and everything. Sweet. Okay, I gotta turn that down because I don't want to hear myself the whole time. Okay, today I am going to attempt to do Advent of Code. Let me bring over the challenge for today so you can see it. There it is. Make that a little bit bigger. So basically, Advent of Code, I learned about it on Mastodon. I wish I could remember who posted it first. And it's these little uh, programming challenges for each day. And I did yesterday's on my Atari. I did it in an emulator yesterday. Today I want to do it on the real thing. So I got it all set up on here. And each day there's a little, well, there's an over encompassing story. And then each day there's a little piece that you have to solve. So today's puzzle is the elves are setting up and they want to put up a hierarchy. That doesn't matter for what we're doing here. They play rock, paper, scissors. Well, one of them has given me this little strategy guide, and in it, it has a list of what I should play and what they're going to play. So if I do rock, paper, scissors, the C is a whoa, unnecessary zoom. The C is scissors, and what was the other letter there? Y is uh, Y is paper. So in that first match, I win. And they have this whole little scoring. You can go to Advent of Code and look, read it yourself. I'm not going to go through every little bit on here, but basically, I have to go through and score up what I have to figure out a score based on this strategy guide. It's 2,500 lines of that bad boy, and I already got it over into a format the computer can use. So we're going to do this. I'm going to bring this over here on my other monitor so I can look at the directions while we are programming. Oh, shoot. I did that before I switched views. Can't see the view. Transition that back to the computer. Switch this over so I can see what's going on. And you'll see I've got the whole guide on here. All 10K of it, 2,500 lines. So we're going to, whenever I do basic on my Atari, the first line is 0, and I always put the a save command. This is going to be the first part of day 2, which means I just have to list 0, go up there and delete the 2 spaces, and I can save it without having to retype save over and over. Pretty handy. If you take anything away from my programming, take that away. So we need to loop through this file. So I'm going to open it up for input. Oh, shoot. Got to remember how to open that up for input. Okay. So I'm going to open number 2 for input. This next thing's used for nothing, and then the name of my file. I need to dimension some variables here. That's going to be what we're going to input in from the file. So I should be able to input number 2, comma I string, print I string. Okay, so we're going to open it for reading. We're going to get the first line, print it, and then do that over and over. And let's put in. So when it reaches the end of file, it's going to hopefully, gracefully. So now this should just show each letter. Okay, so now I'm getting the input. Sweet. We've got to pull that I string apart. So I'm going to, whatever is on the left is the opponent. So we're going to go up here and opponent string for 1 and me string for 1. In Atari Basic, you have to dimension the length of all your strings. You have no string arrays, which bugs people, but this advantage is I can have a string up to the length of my entire memory, whereas most basics, you have a string that's limited to 255. We don't care about that right here, but... And there's no mid string, but I can just pull it from the space. So I can say opponent string equals I string for 1 comma 1. And then me equals input. Oops. Me string equals I string for 3 comma 1 or 3 comma 3. Now just to make sure we get this right, print opponent O string. Oops. Me. I think this works. I'm a little rusty on some of the syntax. Aha. Let me check my data. I can do this over on my computer. Y, Z, 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 Y, Z, Z, Z. Sweet. We're getting all of those. So our first thing is we need to know if we won or not. So how do we know if we won? So let's just say if I have, oh, where's my thing? Where is the, okay, X is rock, Y is paper, and Z is scissors. So Z can only beat Y. Y can only beat rock. Okay. And I have no case statement, so I got to do this really with a ton of if statements. 10.2 outcome equals 0. 1040 if me string equals rock and opponent string equals rock beats scissors. So C, then we won. Then outcome equals, and if we win, we get 6. Outcome equals 6. Oh man, 1050 if, save some typing here. 1050 if me string equals y and o string equals y is paper, so paper beats rock. So that would be A. Oops. And then 1060 if I have scissors and they have paper, I won. Okay, so if those $10.70 if me string equals O string, then it's a draw. Then outcome equals, how many points do I get a draw? 3. So if none of those, then outcome stays at 0 because I lost. So let's print this. Let's get rid of that 1030. Okay. Input it. Outcome's going to equal 0. Split those up. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I missed the comments. Simplicity. You've already done this? Sweet. Okay. Yeah, and there's some constructs in Atari Basic that would make this a little bit easier. So we split that up. If we won, we're going to set outcome to 6. If it's a draw, we're going to set outcome to 3. We're going to print that. So let's run this. And I forgot my go-to. Continue on. But see, it's already wrong because, oh no, I lost that first one. Because they had scissors and I had paper. So that was correct. Go to 1020. Let's save this bad boy. Don't want to lose this work. Okay. Okay, so the second one, they have scissors and I had why am I having a tough time remembering which is which? And I have scissors. Wait, seeing I can't see if they'll never be equal, so I'll never have a draw. Somebody should have caught that. I don't see any comments catching that. What's the easiest way of doing this without I don't want to have to do three more if statements for that. If me equals X and the opponent equals A, then outcome equals 3. If I have a Y and they have a B, ugh, this is very ugly. I'll have to think about it. Maybe I can optimize this later. Okay. So X is equal to A, Y is equal to B, and Z is equal to C. Okay. So now when I run it, 333, I won because opponent A had rock and I had paper. Draw, draw. They have paper and I had paper. Da da da. A lot of draws. Don't I ever win? There we go. They had scissors and I had wait, what? C is scissors and X. Oh, I had a rock. I got a rock. Okay, that part's working. Can't remember. That's how I saw go to. Hey, I haven't used a go to yet, have I? Yeah, I did because I had to go back up there. And I don't have any while statements or repeat, so I have to use a go to. Okay, first part. I got done. Now the second part, I get a point for each shape. And whether I won. Okay, so, oh, this should be easy. I can just change these. So I get an extra point for one, so I get 7 points for this. And with a Y, I get 2 extra points, so I get 8 points for this. And with a Z, I get 3 extra points, so I get 9 points for that. I get 6 points plus a couple points for whatever thing I used. And then on a draw, it's the same way. So I get one more point for this, so I get 4, 5, 6. Well, that was pretty easy. I've never used Julia. What would be okay? Am I done? Well, let's see what happens. It's got to go through 2,500 lines. Oh, I accidentally removed my print statements. Oh well, we'll let it go through and see how long this takes. I wonder what the. Let's speed this up a little bit. Get out my trusty mapping the Atari. Oh, what is it? See how long this is taking? And because I'd removed the print, I'd have no idea what it's doing. But it should still be working. Patience. This is what you get when you're using. No, this is 40 years old this year, this computer, because it came out in 82. 40-year-old technology here. I started out programming BASIC. I couldn't find my book because I picked up another copy of it because I don't have my original. I learned it on the color computer, and it had this great extended BASIC book. I mean, the book was just amazing because it took somebody like me that knew nothing about BASIC or programming, and I got to be pretty good with it in just a week. I thought I had it around here, but I can't find it. I must have stuffed it somewhere. Hey, it's done. And look, I forgot to print. But luckily, it still keeps the variables in 7053. Let's see if that's correct. I'll put it over here in my. Ah, it's not the right answer. Wow, you only get you gotta wait a minute before you can try again. Okay, so we gotta speed it up and we gotta see what I did wrong here. Okay, to speed it up, we're going to turn off the display. And to do that, we get a number out of this location, and then we poke that with 0 to turn off the screen. And then at the end, we poke 559 with whatever number we saved. Okay, that'll speed up our. It's going to be too low. I figured I missed something. That's going to speed up our, at least our processing, so we don't have to wait so long. What did I do wrong? So if I have rock and they have scissors, I win for playing rock, which would be 6 plus 1. Oh, I forgot to do the point for if I lost. Whoops, gotta remember which keyboard I'm on. I forgot to do the point for if I lost. If outcome equals 0, which means none of those other ones matched, then. Oh, I gotta do 3 of these. Gosh darn it, for each one. I'm gonna run out of space here. little renumbering. Best part about the Atari Basic is the editor. Glad to know I'm on the right way then. Okay. So at 1080, if me string equals x and outcome equals 0, then outcome equals 1. Y and outcome equals 0, then outcome equals, do I get 2? And then finally, I get 3. Oh my goodness, look at all those ifs. Should have made outcome slightly smaller so it all fit on one line. Okay, so now I've got, if we lose, I still have the points. Now it's going to turn off the screen. And I don't think I have my trap 1100. No, that's right. I made that big enough so I could do that. Save this bad boy. Okay, I'm turning off the screen now, so let's see how much faster it runs. It's going to be really interesting to watch because you see nothing. But we're speeding it up by 30%. So if you can live by that, ooh, I think I can flicker my lights on my 1200 XL. It has these little LEDs. Wonder how you do that, because that'd be very cool. I've never done anything with those, because I grew up with a 800 XL and didn't pick this up till later. Well, while that's running, there's got to be like a simple peek or poke to do that. Got to remember which keyboard I'm using here. Okay. How can I? Appendix 12 of mapping. Okay. God. If you're going to program the Atari, you need this. Boy, this 30% faster doesn't seem much faster. Okay, Appendix 12 is huge. Okay, where is... I want to... Oh, you know what? My function keys also... I forgot about that. Hey, there we go. Okay, I got another number this time. I forgot. Control F2 on this will do the same thing. How do you turn it back on? Well, that's great. What was that number there? I lost it. Oh man. Now I gotta let that go through again. Wonder why that didn't. It says it's supposed to toggle it. But yeah, it goes off and stays off. Gosh darn it. Well, I'm glad I didn't try that at my code. So how do I get those LEDs to flicker? Where's the... How do I at least search this on screen. Keyboard disable. I don't want to keyboard disable. Huh. There must not be an easy way to... LED control. Here we go. No. Bits 2 and 3 control the 1200 XL LEDs. 0 means on, 1 means off. So I can poke. I don't care about putting ROM and RAM. All I want is to just. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that right now. And I should have been running this program because I got to let it finish. Because I didn't remember the number 9037 or 90. I don't want to put it in there because then it makes me wait before I can put in another one. And I decided to do this instead of I'm supposed to be pulling the Christmas decorations in from the garage. And I decided to do this instead. Oh well. I'm meeting my wife at Pizza Hut for supper anyway, so she won't even know until we get home from supper. So I can delay the pain that I'll get from not doing that until after I eat, at least. It's funny. Yesterday's challenge, I did an emulator yesterday, so I could hit the warp button because I had to do a bubble sort of an array, which was fun, and I could use warp speed mode to speed things up. This I don't know where the slowness is. It's got to load the file in from disk, but I've got that on compact flash. As always, tonight sponsored by caffeine free Diet Mountain Dew. And not caffeine free, just Diet Mountain Dew. Hey, 9147. Well, let's see if that's correct. 9147. Too low. Okay. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, for starters, I'm changing outcome because I want to fit this all in one line and make it. Gosh darn it. What was that? We're just going to call it P. Oops. I wish I had 80 columns. Actually, I could dig out my XEP80 and do 80 columns because I'm just Atari basic, but okay. Let me make sure I get this right. First column is what your opponent's going to play. So that's what I'm pulling there. Second column must be what you should play in response. So me is going to be whatever's in that second column. Score for a single round is the score of the shape you selected plus the score of the outcome, 0, 3, or 6. So X, I get 1. X, Y, X, paper, scissors, X, Y, Z. So the first ones, so if I have rock and they have scissors, I win. So I get 1 point for rock and 6 points for winning. If I have paper and they have a rock, I win. I get 2 points for paper and 6 points for winning, which is 8. If I have scissors and they have paper, B is paper, Z is, I get 3 points for using scissors and 6, so I get 9. And the next is if I lose, so with rock, I would lose if they had paper. Oh, it's a draw. So rock, so it's, I get 1 point for rock and 3 points for the draw. Rock, paper, I get, and they have paper, I get 2 points for paper and 3 for the draw. And then scissors, I get 3 points for the scissors and 3 points for the draw. So points equals 6. And then if none of those matched, that means I've lost. So if I've lost with rock, I still get a point. If I lost with scissors, I still get 2 points. And if I lost, paper, I get 2 points. And I lost with scissors, I get 3 points. Okay, can you just list up to 20? Why would I list up to 1095? There's 2,500 lines in the there's 2,500 lines in the file. I'm going to check to make sure I get all 2,500 lines. Maybe my data file's wrong. Oh, can you list up to 9? Oh, you mean I was thinking the data file. Well, the whole program fits now on the screen, except for 2 lines at the top. Do I need to set total? Should start out at 0, but just to be on the safe side, let's set total to 0. I can't see any mistake in my code either. I wish it ran faster. Makes it a little easier to, but it actually makes me check things more. Okay, so I'm going to set total to 0 at the start just to be on the safe side. Huh. And now I vamp for 2 minutes. Maybe I need to be drinking while I'm doing this, but I'll probably get in trouble on Twitch. What was that? I didn't. Oh shoot! I should have wrote down the number. Can't remember what was the last number I put in. 9147. Thank goodness I can go back. Da 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 da. Oh, look at my shirt. I gotta show that off. Get out all my Christmas shirts now. I don't know if you can see that. It's Vader getting ready to play his at the piano. I'd have loved to have something like this back in the 80s. A little book, but it'd be too easy to cheat. This, every person gets their own different input. So it's you can't just use somebody else's answer. You can't copy off of somebody. When did I buy this machine? This machine I bought off of eBay several years ago. But over here, let me get the right one. Is it this? No, it's not this one. No, I don't have it over here. I have my original Atari 800 XL that I got. I must have it stored somewhere else. My original Atari 800 XL that I got in 1980. I got the exact same answers. But look, it doesn't have all the lines in the file. That's why it's coming up with the wrong one. There should be 2,500 lines. Let me check the file. Oh. Yeah, there's 2,500. So I wonder why it's missing 374 lines. What was that number? 21, 26? I bet. Let's check that file at line 21, 25. Whoops. I don't want to. Gotta remember how to use it. Oh my goodness. My kingdom for go and a line number. Nope, 21. I'm not there yet. Oh, look. 21, 26. There is no other command. Oops. Let me look at the original file. This should go a lot faster because I can just do go 21, 26. What? Why aren't go 21? What? Why are you? Okay, so it dropped a character. There's supposed to be an X right here. Gosh darn it. Save that bad boy. Should have taken that trap command out because then it would at least tell me. So how I put this in here was I loaded it up in the emulator and I loaded up that word processor in the emulator. I copied it all off from the browser window and I pasted it into the emulator window, which makes it act like you're just typing it in. Apparently, it dropped a character. Sounds like I'm going to have to write a little checksum program to make sure I get the data transferred over to the Atari correctly. I really should snazz up my stream here a little bit. Like, have some music playing or something. The I use the NVIDIA RTX for noise canceling. I have my furnace right here, and I don't think you can even hear it. It just shut off. But the noise canceling works great. As I'm watching the stream in Twitch. Now I do have an issue with these these cameras seem to not be working as well as they have in the past. They're like delayed. I don't know what to do about that. But I'll survive. Hey! Ah! I got another line that's wrong. Wonder how I can check that without having to. So now I know. Oh shoot, what line was that? 2279? I guess I can page down through it and I'll see it. And see if there's any other ones. Oh, there's one. There it is. 2279, it dropped the first one. Oh, where is that? Oops. Gosh darn it. I keep on hitting the wrong key. 2279. At least there's a line counter. Man, I don't know how I do this without the last word. Okay, there should be a C here. Now let's go through here and see if there's any other. That dropped one. Nope. Okay. Save that bad boy. Quit out of here. Go back to basic. Load my code. And run it. And then vamp for the next 2 minutes. I do want to figure out how to flick those LEDs because I think that'd be very cool. There's got to be code out there somewhere to use the LEDs. Everybody just has the same. Uh, Everybody just has the same. I guess I could bring my browser window over because everybody loves watching somebody just browse the internet, right? Okay, that's going to be another. We're going to have that for another day to learn how to blink those LEDs in Atari Basic because I think that'd be very cool. Well, I should work up a stand-up act, I guess, to do while the Atari's working through this. 2499. It should be 25. Oh no. I started on 0, not 1. Okay, let's put that number in and see how close we are. 10, 7, 14. It's not the right answer. So I've got one of those. There's something not right in that file. There's not a return at the last. I wonder if it's not getting that last line. Yeah, let's just do this manually. The last line is. I noticed that in the word processor, the last line didn't have A and Z. So I have Z and they have A, which means we add 3 onto that. So let's do, because I lost 10, 7, so I would get 3 more. 10, 7, 17. Yeah. Oh, I gotta wait 5 minutes now. Hmm. Let's reopen that. Maybe I just did the math wrong here. Wouldn't be bad if it didn't. No. Wouldn't be bad if it didn't take so long to go through it. Yeah, I could try that. Man, that Z's hard to see. I think if I had any other line wrong, we're going to add another checksum here. So no matter what, P should not be 0 before we add the total up. 10, 80, 5, 6. If P equals 0, then print, because this will tell us which line P is having an issue on. And then we can go back and check, compare that line and see if, because that's the only thing, if it got the wrong character or it's got a space, we'll know it here. And I need to turning off the screen now. So it's going to go slower, but at least we can see what's going on. So if P equals 0, that means something happened on that line and it didn't get the right. So let's let this go. Do do do. I don't want to print out everything on every line because that'll make it even slower. Do 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 do. This way I can watch my code and go through and see if I got anything. So far, so good. Might take that trap out too, because maybe it's having another error. No, we're getting the 2,500 lines, so well, 2,499, 2,500 if you start at 0. So if I chose rock and they chose scissors, I win. I win. I get a point for playing rock and 6 for winning the round. If I play paper, the only way I win is if they are playing rock. So I get 2 points for playing paper and oh look, 2126 has an issue. We're gonna let this go all the way through to see if there's any other lines that have that issue. 2126 should be. Okay, so we got our 2500 this time. But 2126 has a problem. So. Oops. Oh, I'm so close, I can taste it. And it's all. My program's solid. It's all because of the data file. 2126. Open up the guide. I don't know how to change that to 40 columns so we can read it a little bit better, but we'll survive. 21, 26, 21, 26, 21, 26, let's go. Worst kids show ever. Twenty-one, 26 should be B and X. Is that a little X? Oh my goodness. Is that the way it is in their original code? They have one. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. It has a lowercase x. I didn't even think of checking for that. Well, that would have. So I wonder how that happened. Because my original doesn't have that as a lowercase x. Huh. I think. Oh, fudge. The excitement's building. The excitement's building. Okay, we're going to turn up. We're going to turn off the screen this time because I forgot. It'll still pop up the words at the bottom after we turn it back on. And that missing return at the end did because I got 2,500 lines this time too. Okay. Oh, we don't have to run it again. I can do the math. 10, 7, 17, and I selected X, and they had. I just have to add that one on. I selected rock, and they had paper, so they won. Which would mean 10, 7, 18 should be the answer. Yes! Yes! Here, let's pull this over so we can see it. Let's switch. I got 1 gold star. Woo! Yes! So the whole problem was bad data. My fault. So I need to work on that for next time. Oh, man. Second column says how the round needs to end. X means you need to lose. Y means you need to end the round in a draw. And Z means you need to win. Okay. Well, we're going to work on this. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm going to do part 2 now. I got to make sure. I got to make sure it's okay. The wife's not waiting for me somewhere. So let's, okay, let's switch back to, and so now I know my data is correct. So at least I don't have to go through that again. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, save, make sure that's, now let's do second part. 2B. Okay, everything goes up until 1040. And then we got to clear that out. There's no block delete for, and I don't need this because we know, well, I'm going to leave that in there. There's no block lines delete, so, oh, I missed one. Okay, so second column says how the round needs to end. X means you need to lose. Y means you need to end the round in a draw. And Z means you need to win. So 1030 if me string equals X, we need to lose. X means you need to lose. How am I going to do this? We're going to have to, because so I need to figure out which one to choose if I lose. So, man, this one's a lot harder. Actually, let's do this correctly. Go sub 2000. So X needs to lose, so I got to figure out what the so if opponent string equals A, then oh, I'm going to have to mention that too. So to lose against okay, so if they have so A is rock. So I need to pick paper. Oh, I don't have to do this. If O string equals A, that means I picked paper So P equals, oh, I don't even think I have to, no, I still have to do that. So P equals, I lose, I just get points for playing paper, which is 2. So P equals 2. If O string equals B, then points. So I have to play rock, so P equals 1. O string equals C, then meant they played, oh wait, if it's B, that means they played paper, so P equals 3 because I'd have to play scissors. And if they played scissors, that means P equals 1 because we only get 1 point for rock. Return. Y, then go sub 3000, and 50 equals Z, then go sub 4000. Since I don't have procedures, I have to use go sub. Okay, so 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. We can use the same block. So Y means it ends in a draw. So if O string equals A, which is rock, then P equals 1 because I get 1 point. I get 2 points. Oh no, 4 because we get 3 plus whatever it is. So 5. Oh. Y means draw. And Z means win. Wine. Okay. So to win, if they play rock, that I have to play paper, which is worth, paper's worth 2 points, right? Yeah. 2 plus 6, so that'd be 8. And if they play paper, that means I have to play scissors, which is 3 points plus 6, which would be 9. And then if they play scissors, I have to play rock, which is 7. Okay. There it goes. Let's vamp. What time is it? 4 after 6. We haven't gotten the message on what time we're eating lunch. I mean, lunch. Supper. Dun 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 dun. I don't know if this, with the ghost subs in there, this might actually take longer. But hopefully I got it right the first time because I know my data's correct now. At least we got that going for me. Uh, I can't speed it up. My Diet Mountain Dew's empty. This has got to work. Hey, look, I found my disc camera. Isn't that cool? Here, let's switch over to. There we go, big screen. Look, a disc camera. And it still has. It's on 6, so it still has 8 exposures left, but I don't know if there's supposed to be a battery in it. No! Oh, wait! I forgot. Okay, I think it's correct. I forgot to put an end before my procedures that start at 2000. So it's going on to add to those. But I got 14877 and we did 2500 lines and 14877. Let's bring that up. 14877. Let's put that in. Fourteen, 14877. Ah, your answer's too high. If you're stuck, make sure you're using the full input data. I was all excited. Oh, let me go back through this. So, X means I need to lose. So, X, if they chose a rock, I need to lose by choosing paper. So, if they choose rock, I need to choose paper to lose, which gives me 2 plus 0. If they chose paper, I need to choose scissors, which means points will be 3. And if they chose scissors, I need to choose rock, which points would be 1. That's correct. So for the Y, it means draw. So if they chose rock, I have to choose rock. So I get a point plus 3. They chose paper. I chose paper, and we get 2 plus 3 is 5. They chose scissors. I chose scissors, and we get 3 plus 3, 6. And if Z means win, they chose rock. That means I have to choose paper. I get they chose rock paper. I get 2 plus 6. Paper, I chose scissors, so 3 plus 6 is 9. And if they chose scissors, I chose rock, which is 1 plus 6. Oh, that's all correct. Total equals total plus P. X, lose, draw, and win. P equals 0. So I'm going to print that line if nothing gets set. Hmm. Okay, let's put some debug in here and see what we're missing. So we are going to take out, we're not going to blank the screen. Twenty 35 print me string, whoops, 3000, draw, 4000, win. Oh, let me look at my data. Okay, let's see if I get these right. Y is draw, Z is win. Okay, those all look correct. So it's going through the. I wonder what I got wrong here. Well, at least with the screen on, you can see what's going on. It's going to take longer, but at least you can see what's up. All right, that's. Let's put what line number we're on, just so we know what's going on. Print str string of L. We're just going to end it if it doesn't come up with an answer. Oh, I should have put a space after that. Oh well. Oh my goodness, this is going to take forever. Okay, we're not doing this because that's going to take freaking forever. And now we're back staring at a blank screen while it goes through and does its thing. Boy, we got spoiled with how fast computers are now. Because watching this go, huh? I have no, but I'm not going to switch. I could switch to an emulator and then I could hit warp, but no, that's not the same. That's not as fun as doing it by hand on original hardware. That is dirty and needs cleaned up. By the way, we have to get ready to watch Die Hard for Christmas here. I don't have too many Funko Pops, but I do have uh, Mr. John McClane and Marty McFly, and they guard my desk here. Well, I guess John McClane guards it. He's got a gun and a walkie-talkie. Marty has a Walkman. Do 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 do. Should have taken those print statements out because I think it still tries to print, which is going to slow it down, or at least remarked them out. What else do I have here to show you while I'm waiting for this? If you haven't been watching my stream, I have that Kung Fu Flash cart for my Commodore 64. I do not know Commodore Basic at all, so I'm not going to attempt to do these on Color Basic. Hey, we got a new viewer, Afros. Hey, did you mean to type that? Have you been drinking? Because I want to be drinking. Yes, we're watching a blank screen for those that are just arriving. I turn off the screen while it's working to speed it up. No, I don't. I only get those when I'm 4 subscribers away from becoming an affiliate. That's the exact number I got last time. 14877. So what do I have wrong? Yeah, I don't know how to say your name, Jaluska, but I'm not very I don't know how to do all the fancy stuff yet on Twitch. Let us remark out those print statements because man, that takes forever with those print statements in there. So I'm at a loss. What's my next step? Because everything I've done, double checked it several times and looks correct. So I'm working on, there's a website called adventofcode.com, which gives a little programming challenge for the month of December. And I did the first half already, and I'm working on the second half. You can go to adventofcode.com and look at day 2 to see what I'm doing. But a lot of people use something more modern to do the little puzzles, but I'm preferring to use my 40-year-old Atari 1200 XL. And it's biting me in the butt because something's not working right in my code. Well, I've gone over it several times. And I got the same answer twice. So what do I have wrong? So if me equals X, I need to lose. So go to 2000. Y, draw, and Z, win. Which one of these do I have wrong? So X means I need to lose. So if they selected A, which is rock, and I need to lose, that means I need scissors. I need to play scissors. Oh, is that it? Ah. So I need to lose. If they play rock, I need to play scissors, which gives me 3 plus 0. Gosh darn it. Well, at least that makes me feel better because if they play paper, I need to play rock, which is 1 point. And if they play rock, paper, scissors, if they play scissors, oh no, scissors I have to play rock. Paper. If they play paper and I need to lose, I need to play rock. If they play paper, uh, to lose to paper, I have to play rock, which is 1 point. And if they play scissors, to lose to scissors, I have to play paper, which is 2 points. Draw. So if they play rock, yeah, those are correct. And Z means to win. So if they play rock, I play paper, 2. If they play paper, I play scissors. Okay, so I think I had that one wrong up there. Writing an assembler. I don't know assembler nearly I know enough assembler to be dangerous. Okay, stand back and watch the blank screen for another 2 minutes. Basic is what I'm most comfortable in on the old machine. There's a newer dialect for the Ataris called Fast Basic, which does away with the line numbers and makes it more procedural. And you can have procedures and functions and all that fun stuff. But for this, these problems are pretty simple. I thought, I'll just do them in Basic. And so then, because I can't do any sort of warp speed, yeah, these are pretty simple. It's the you missed out on the first part of the puzzle. I had bad data trying to load into it, so I wasn't getting it right. Once I got the data correct, then it worked. The second one, that was just a minor programming tweak, so hopefully this will fix it and I'll get my second star for today and I'll be sitting pretty. But it requires me to do a lot of vamping as I'm waiting for it to go. I don't know how I could speed this up. If I use Turbo Basic, maybe tomorrow, for tomorrow's puzzle, I'll use Turbo Basic, which is faster. But I can, and it has loops. Hey, I got a different response that time. 14652. 14652. Let's put it in here. I want everybody to 14652. Yes! Woohoo! Awesome sauce. I got both gold stars. So I'm 2 for 2 for 2 days. Can I look at that little list? Is that under stats? That's everybody doing it. How do I go to me? Oh, there it is. I got 2 stores. I did this as tables. I don't know how I would do it as a table in Atari Basic. Atari Basic doesn't have arrays of strings, and it doesn't have multi-dimensional arrays of strings. I probably could do it as a multi if I would convert those over to numbers, and then I could have put them into variables and did it that way. But I think I'm going to switch to Turbo Basic tomorrow, amazingly just to speed it up a little bit because no one wants to sit there and watch a blank screen as I'm working through it. But oh, I forgot to get my share. How do I get my share back? I got to share my puzzle. And I keep on hitting the wrong keyboard. I have a script that I wrote up that will put it out on Mastodon, put it on my website automatically for me. I've completed day 2 on my here. Let's move this over here so you guys can watch me do this. Because who wants to sit there and just hear me talk? Oh, let's make that bigger so you can see it. Admin code, Atari, Atari Basic, Atari 8-bit. Well, I feel like I accomplished something now. That's a good feeling. Everybody enjoying this part? Okay. You can check out my website, Goes Geek, to get all the stuff. So, I'm pretty excited. 2 days in a row, done on the Atari. Awesome sauce. Okay. I got to bring in the Christmas decorations before my wife says we're going to go eat so she doesn't get mad at me for programming on my Atari instead of bringing in the Christmas decorations. So, thanks for watching. I'll probably I'll try to stream every day that I work on it. I don't know what time it'll be though, but we'll see. Thanks for watching.